Take a moment to root down through the sit bones and lengthen up through the spine. Feel a softness in the face. In the neck and the shoulders as you maintain length up through the spine. Notice how the breath is flowing in and out. Notice if the breath is shallow or deep. Notice with the eyes closed if the eyes are shifting in one direction more than the other. And try and center the gaze. Deepen the breath. And start to observe what happens to the body and the mind as we deepen the breath. Keep the jaw soft. Gentle smile to the face. An acceptance of where the body and mind is today. And allowing, if thoughts come, to acknowledge them, not to just push them away. Acknowledge and then say, get back to you later. It's a bit like our thoughts are a little bit like children, you know. If we give attention, you know, they'll slowly quieten down. If you keep pushing the child away, they'll just keep nagging and nagging and nagging. And it's the same with the mind. If we don't give the mind the attention that it needs, it will just keep persisting and telling you, you need to address this. You need to address this. So listen to the thoughts when they come up. And notice if it's just chitter-chatter of the mind, or if there's something more deep-rooted. Or inhale for Om. Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om Hari Om Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om Hari Om Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Om 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 Hari Om.
Om Om Hari Om.
Hari Om Hari Om.
Hari Om Hari Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari Hari Hari
Hari Hari Hari Hari
Om.
Hari Om Hari Om Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om Hari Om Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari
Hari Hari Om. Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Om 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 Hari Om.
Om Om Hari Om.
Hari Om Hari Om.
Hari Om Hari Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Hari 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 Om.
Om 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 Hari Om.
Om Hari Om.
Hari Om Hari Om Hari 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 Om.
Hari Om
Hari Om Hari 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 Om. Hari Om Hari Om 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 Hari Hari Om. Hari Hari Om. Hari Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Slow deep breath in. Top of the inhalation, hold. Exhale with control. Gently stretching out the legs. Moving the body however it feels like moving right now. So listen to it, stretch, move, wiggle around, however feels good. And when you're ready, come onto all fours. Start to have a little wiggle around, cat-cow, moving the hips, moving the head and neck. Exploring any areas that may feel tight. And coming to a neutral position, curl the toes under, lift the knees, keep the knees slightly bent as we tilt the pelvis forwards and come into
Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. See if you need to adjust the feet or the hands. Make sure that you're drawing the belly button in and the ribs in as the pelvis is in a neutral position, drawing the hips back. Feeling that you're lengthening from the shoulders all the way to the hips. Gently walking the feet towards the hands or the hands towards the feet. Keep the knees soft. Relax the back of the hands down towards the floor. Relax the head. And soften the breath. Being aware of where you're feeling a stretch to the body. Gently bending the knees and rolling up. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Let's come and face forward, stepping the feet out to a wide angle, and to edge the feet parallel to the mat. Hands onto the hips. So we want the feet straight forward, so the outer edge of the feet are in line with the edge of the mat. And we lengthen, feeling like we're literally sort of trying to lie our trunk onto a tabletop or something. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. Make sure the hips don't scoot back too far behind you. Make sure you don't lock the knees as you lengthen the spine. Lengthen through the top of the head. So that doesn't mean the chin's extending forwards. The chin's gently tucked in, so the back of the neck's long. Feeling that we're focusing on space and length through the crown of the head. So explore whether your neck is crunching back. Explore if you need to draw the head down slightly. Especially if your hinge is a little bit beyond the right angle. Your head's going to need to release. We're going to continue to tilt the pelvis forwards, lift the sitting bones. Keep lengthening through the spine as the head releases down and the hands release down towards the floor. See if you want to bring in any movement into the position, relaxing the head. Weight is equal through the feet, heels and fronts of the feet. Make sure your toes aren't going white. And being aware of where you're feeling the stretch. And then very gently, maybe bring a micro bend into the knees if you've got the tendency to lock. Engage the quads and rolling up. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Relax the shoulders. Turn your right foot out to the side. Turn your left heel out slightly. Hands onto the hips, and we'll start to bend your right knee and extend it. Knee stays in line with the second toe. So if the tendency is for the knee to move in like this, you want to correct it. You can allow your left hip to release forwards a little bit to keep the knee into alignment with the foot. So knee is more important than the hip pulling back. So find that balance. You can keep your eyes focusing on your knee and second toe, trying to draw a line.
noticing if it wants to shift in, and try and get that external rotation into the hip. Bless you. Have the head in line with the spine. The head can be turned, but it's just we're not leaning over to the side. The hips and shoulders are staying open as much as possible. So we should start to feel something going on into the quad, the hip flexor, the inner thigh. Okay, good. Straighten the leg. We'll change sides. Turn the feet in the opposite direction. Make sure that your left foot is straight. And then start to bend. Again, knee comes in line with the second toe. We want to keep the hips opening, but knee is the most important. Make sure that your right leg is active, not sort of collapsing down and sinking. You want to feel like there's a belt attached to the inner thigh, gently drawing it in the opposite direction. So we feel that we're opening up. The outer edge of your right foot stays down. Working with your breath. Relax your jaw. How's it outside? Has the wind dropped? Is it? It looks quite pleasant and peaceful. You're not cold?
No.
Since that music that I arranged, can you hear it?
Love it.
I practiced with the birds at 6 o'clock this morning. They're warming up the hip joints. Next time the leg straightens, turn the foot back, so both feet are parallel now to the edge of the mat. Hands onto the waist again. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Come to a right angle. Feel that you're lifting front and back ribs equally, belly's drawing in. And if you feel that your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees a little bit to get that fold from the hips. So you just soften the knees a little bit. And then allow the hands to release down, the head to release down. Work with the breath. Be aware of where you're feeling the stretch. Relax the head down. Feel the sit bones lifting. If you don't have to have the knees bent, then you can have them straight. And if the knees are slightly bent, make sure the weight is equal through the fronts and backs of the feet. And this time to come up, we're going to place our hands back onto the hips, lengthen through the spine. So feel that your spine's fully extended and your trunk is parallel to the floor. And slowly coming up from hips with a flat back. Good. Release the arms, bring the legs back together. Good. Have a wiggle around, hips are nice and loose. I'm going to show off my posh t-shirt now. It's even better than Amanda's. Because it says, I'm just here for the Shavasana. And Amanda says, is it Savasana yet? No. Let's come to the front edge of your mat. Bring the feet together or slightly apart. We're going to work on hinging up and down. I might drive you crazy this morning. So what we're going to do, and I'll maybe demonstrate first, is we're going to come up into our backward bend, arching back as far as we comfortably can, keeping the spine spacious. Then we're going to come forward. We're going to keep extension through the spine as much as you can, coming down. And then as we come up, same thing. And I encourage you to start with the knees bent. Get this extension to the spine. I don't mind if your arms are here. They don't have to be here, but I want this extension to the spine where you use the tummy muscles to come up. I don't want to see this happening. Rounding. Okay? So we want to get that hinge. And again, it doesn't matter if your knees are this bent to get that extension and come up. Okay? I want you to be able to see the difference between trying to do this and lengthening and coming up. See the difference? Let's go. Until you all get it right, we're going to keep doing it. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. How's that sound, Dave?
A bit bossy.
Bit bossy. My nickname has been included the word bossy in it since
adolescence.
I can think of a few.
Yeah. So, bring the feet together. I don't know where it comes from.
No.
Bring the feet together, ground down through the feet, lengthen up through the spine. We're going to reach the arms out and up. Take a gentle back bend. Slowly hinge forward. Remember, you've got permission to bend the knees to keep the extension for as long as you can before you relax the head and the arms down. So then you can relax. Bend the knees. Bend your knees more. Dave, bend your knees more. More. Relax your head. Okay, then to come up, everyone start with knees bent. Actually, get your belly onto your thighs. Get your belly on, bend your knees as much as you can to get the belly onto the thighs. So you might be with your thighs parallel to the floor and then coming up from the hips with the back flat. And straightening the legs as you come up, back bend. When you do the back bend, then you come forwards again, hinging from the hips. If you need to bend your knees, I encourage you to bend your knees as much as you need to get this connection with your hips. Yeah? So as you come up, bend the knees, get your abdomen onto your thighs, and coming up from hips. Bend your knees more, lengthen the spine more, lift your front rib. Whoa. Okay, keep coming up and down. Working with your breath, working with your body. As you warm up, it might be an option for you to straighten the legs a little bit more. Keep your knees back. Lengthen the spine. Relax your arms. Okay. And lift your head and your chest. Lengthen from here. Go straight. Bend your knees. Straight. Okay, hold your back in that position. Bend your knees. Don't round. Don't round. Don't round. Bend your knees. Back straight. Lift up. Lift up. Up. Yeah, okay. Then move from there. Yes. Up. So notice how you have to engage all your core muscles in your legs, in your back,
To keep doing this with intention, with length, with space. Okay, and next time you come up and arch back, stand straight, lower the arms down, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Notice if your feet are into alignment, if they're one's in front of the other, if the feet are turned out. Good. So we're going to work on our hips today. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try. Okay. We'll bring the palms together in front of the chest. Reach the arms forwards and up, gentle back bend. Hinge forward from the hips with a flat back. Relax the head down. Relax the hand. Bring the left leg far back, left knee to the floor. Allow the hips to gently release down. Use your fingertips to elongate the spine. And feel that we can place the hands onto the front knee, shoulders back. And feel the hips gently releasing down as the crown of the head ascends up. Shoulder blades are moving down into the body. The ribs are drawing, front ribs are drawing in, belly button in. So we create structure and stability. Bring the hands down to the floor. Straighten the front leg. Relax the head down. Make sure the arms are equally extended. If you need to draw the hands back a little bit more and you want to work on extension to the spine, you can work on extension instead of the back rounding. Gently bringing the hands back, the knee back, hands to the floor, curl the toes, right foot back, downward dog. Shift forwards into plank pose, bring the body into a straight line. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Pressing onto the hands. Downward dog. Left foot forwards, back knee to the floor. Use the fingertips to create length through the spine. Allow the hips to gently release down. Feeling that you're creating length through the spine. Slowly bringing the hands up onto the knee. Feeling the shoulders are back into alignment with the hips. The head is ascending up as the hips gently release down. And placing the hands back onto the floor, you can use the fingertips straighten the front leg, the toes come off the floor, and you stay on the center of the heel as you reach back. And you can either relax the head down, or you could move the fingers back a little bit, work through extension through the spine. See which way you want to work into the pose. So we're just keeping the legs straight, drawing the hips straight back. Breathing into the pose. And gently bending the knee. And the hands either side of the foot. Right foot to meet the left. Relax the head down. Bend the knees, bring the abdomen onto the thighs. We're going to bring the arms out to the side like cactus arms. Lengthen through the trunk and start to look forward slightly. Lengthen the spine, looking forwards. Lift the chest. And slowly pushing up through the feet, starting to straighten up the legs. Gentle back bend in cactus. Standing straight. Keep the arms so the elbows are in line with the shoulders. We'll twist to the left. Trying to keep the arms in one line. So broadening the shoulder blades, broadening the chest, turning the head. Make sure you're not locking the knees or straining the feet or the knees. Shoulder blades down, belly in. And gently twisting in the other direction, around to the right. Again, shoulder blades down. Soft jaw. Try and keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Turning your head, looking, breathing, broadening the chest, broadening the back. And slowly coming back to center. Lower the arms down. Bring the chin towards the chest, then roll down vertebra by vertebra. Feeling a softening in the spine. The knees can be bent if they need to be. Feel that we're connecting into the hips. Bend the knees, hands either side of the feet, right foot far back, right knee to the floor. We're going to step the left foot over to the left one step for lizard pose and bring the left hand to the inside of the leg. And from here, we're going to gently open the left knee out to the side and then release it back to center. Do this in slow motion. So we're coming onto the side of the foot. If it's too much on your wrists, you can make fists. And when you find a juicy place to stay with the shoulders away from the ears, just gently release into that. Slowly drawing the knee back, seeing if you want to walk the hands forwards a little bit. Some of you are going to have the option where you could comfortably place both forearms onto the floor. So if that's an option, you can do so. Make sure the elbows are level to one another, shoulders are level. Or even if you're with the hands further forwards, we'll open the knee up to the side. If it's too much for the back knee, curl the toes, lift the back knee, and open the left knee. Open the left hip. See how you want to work into the position. And gently releasing the knees back. Walk the hands back. Bring the left hand back to the outside of the foot into downward dog. Lengthening through the spine. Feeling that you're pressing the floor away with the hands. Shifting forwards into plank pose. And from here we'll move into an upward dog where we allow the legs stay active, the hips draw forwards, the shoulders draw back, and we lift up the head, neck and chest. You've also got the option to place the tops of the feet onto the floor and release into the pose that way. shoulders away from the ears, and then slowly coming back, downward dog. Right foot forwards, left knee to the floor, step the right foot out one step to the side, right hand comes to the inside, and we start to open the knee out to the side and back. And do that a few times, gently opening, coming onto the side of the foot as much as comfortable, releasing back. Try and keep length through the spine. And next time you open the knee, hold. Breathe into it. Again, be mindful of your wrists. So you can come onto your knuckles if you prefer. Gently draw the knee back. See if you want to walk forwards a little bit. Either onto the palms or the knuckles. Some of you might be able to come down onto the forearms. You've got the option of either lifting the back knee or keeping the knee on the floor and opening the right knee out to the side, coming onto the side of the foot. Make sure the action's coming from the hip, not from the ankle. Breathing into the stretch. And gently releasing, coming back. Bringing the right foot in, hand to the outside. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Relax the head down. Lift the sit bones. Take hold of the elbows and allow the elbows to release you further down towards the floor. Making sure that the hinge is coming from the hips, not from the lower back. Change the interlock in the elbows. Not forcing or straining in any way. Good. And gently release the arms. Rolling back up, vertebra by vertebra, curling the tailbone, drawing the belly button in, rolling from the base of the spine up. Once you're up, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. And relax. So, a standing Savasana, as there's two of us in the t-shirt. So it's all perspective, right? Where's the floor? So imagine the floor, take the feet out to the width of the shoulders. Have the arms slightly away from the body. Feel the feet firmly grounded. Feel an upward energy up through the crown of the head. And then feel this lightness to the body. Gentle smile to the face. Shoulders relaxed, head relaxed. And we'll open the eyes if they're closed and take the feet a little bit wider than they are right now and turn the feet out slightly, like duck feet. And we're going to do Malasana.
we're going to bring the palms together in front of the chest. We're going to bend the knees and try and keep the knees in line with the second toe, so we keep the hips open as we slowly come down. And we release the pelvis down. And then we bring the elbows to the inner edge of the knees to draw the knees open, lengthen through the spine. So you don't want to collapse down so your armpits and knees are close. You want to have the elbows on the knees. So lift up, lift the chest, lengthen through the spine so you're not down here. Lift up higher. Elbows. Feel that the elbows are on the inner edge of the knees. Broaden the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders away from the ears. Neck long. Broaden the chest. Okay, ready? With control, press up through the feet. Engage the muscles. Oh. Release the hands. Okay, so this was happening a little bit where we're leaning far forwards and this was happening, shoulders up by the ears. So we want to get the knees up higher, shoulders down, shoulder blades. So we get the scapula working, okay? And then we really have to pull up from the pelvic floor through the quads to come up. Engage the quads. Again. Is your knee okay, Kathy?
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect, that's fantastic.
That's perfect a little bit.
Okay. We can try it with the hands in a different position. So see what works for you. Hands can be on hips, they can be together. When we come down, we want them together, okay? So up to you. If you feel that your feet could have been wider or needed to be closer, just adjust them, okay? We're going to slowly come down. Imagine that your bum and your shoulders are against a wall to start. So we feel like we're sliding down a wall because our bum's going to want to stick back behind us, yes? So we want to draw the tailbone down. Have the elbows as high up as you can. Draw your shoulders back. Better. Neck long. Pelvis is releasing down. Good. Elbows are pressing into the inside of the knees. Inside of the knees to open up the hips. So get the elbows in. That's it. Widen if you need to. Open the hips. Open them. Shoulders away. Good. Okay, ready? Pull up. So imagine a string attached to the crown of the head, pulling you up. So you get the adductors working, muscles in the inner thighs as well. To come up, okay. Okay. Everyone feel it? On Zoom? Zoomies? Did you get it? Was it painful? Good. No.
They've all gone.
They've gone, they've left. There's some lovely sun lounges, so you could just leave the class and lie in the sunbed. Okay, one more time. Or we could do goddess pose. Which one's better? Goddess? Or this one? Okay, this one. Thank you. I like assertive students. So again, explore the positioning of your feet to have that action. If they're too close in, it's going to be difficult. So we want to be able to open up and slowly come down, so that you shouldn't be like this, where your knees are in too close. So you've got to widen the feet if that's the case. Press the elbows into. You can come down.
Watch you.
You can face forwards and watch me and do it at the same time. Elbows to the inside. Press the elbows into the knees. Shoulders down. Oh. Shake, shake, shake. Feel the stretch. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Push back up. So you need to use those muscles in the legs. This will help you get off the floor from a cross-legged position. Okay, and release.
Okay, what happened to Gladys?
Kathy voted Malasana again.
Okay, okay.
Huh? Good, well done. Checking they're all still with me. One's in the pool. Okay. So the hips are loose now. So now it's going to feel like a piece of cake to face forwards towards me, open the legs out to the side. Nice and wide. So if you're flexible, don't go too wide. Turn your right foot out to the side, left heel in slightly. So now the hips are warmed up. We can bend the front knee, outer edge of the back foot's down. If your legs are too close together like this and you bend, your knee's going to go over your foot. Okay, so you want to go wide enough that you can keep the knee in line with the ankle, outer edge of the back foot down. Then we're going to bend the elbow and make sure this doesn't happen. We press the forearm in to the thigh. Activate your left quad in a thigh so it's not collapsing like this. Open the ribs, so you can place the hands onto the ribs and gently open. Keep the belly in, not that we're flaring the ribs. Bend the knee a little bit more. Knee in line with the second toe. Open the hip, open the hip, open the hip, the foot and the hip. Yeah. Good. Feeling it? Yeah, okay. And gently straighten, release. I was going to do more, but we'll have a second round. Turn the feet the opposite direction. Bend the knee. Elbow comes down. Hand onto the waist. I'm going to explore. Get the knee in line with the ankle if you can. Knee in line with the second toe. The other leg's active, grounding down, rooting down. If you've got the tendency to roll forwards, feel that we're drawing your left ribs forward, right ribs back. Seeing if you can go a little bit lower. See if you can get a little relaxation to the jaw here. So we suddenly begin to realise that we hold quite a lot of tension and tightness in our hips, which we don't feel unless we're doing asana. Okay, gently releasing, coming back up. Everyone feeling something? Yeah, change direction. It might feel unpleasant, but it feels fantastic afterwards. So feel the benefit in the discomfort. Bend the knee, elbow comes down. Make sure that we're not dropping your left hip. Open the left hip. The arm's going to come up alongside the ear if possible. If that's not comfortable for your shoulder, you can keep the hand on the waist, it's fine. Or you could just raise up. See what feels comfortable for you. Now, let's notice what muscles we're using when we extend your right arm in front of you. Keep your knee open, hip open. Bend it back. Elbow comes back. Ooh, no. Make it easy. And then slowly pushing, coming back up. And change direction. Bend the knee. Elbow onto the thigh. See where the arm wants to go. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. The neck's long. Grounding through both feet. So try and make this your favourite pose of the class. Keep the knee open, your left buttock drawing in. Engage the quad, arm comes up, smile. Go, I could stay here for minutes. And releasing back. Lower the arm, pushing up, release. Good. Bring the legs back together. My mum's pointing out to my t-shirt. Shavasana. You may need to bend your knees to release your lower back. And after Shavasana, we're going to do Happy Baby. So just in case you were feeling like doing that pose now, we're working into the hips. You'll find out, Dave, don't worry. Okay, so, but first we take our Savasana and just relax into a place of stillness. If you need to have the knees bent, have them bent. Arms slightly away from the body. Gently roll the head from side to side. Head back to center. And observe any subtle changes in your body after doing the standing positions. Good news is it's almost time for relaxation. When you're ready, Happy Baby. We bend the knees. We lift the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. And knees bend. You're going to feel it because we've just worked in Warrior, in the opening hip poses. Okay, so soles of the feet point up, knees bend down, sacrum releases down, shoulders release down. And we'll explore gently rocking from side to side without falling. So going as far over to the right as you can without losing balance, and then over to the left. Rocking gently from side to side. And slowly coming back to center, releasing the feet gently, placing the soles of the feet onto the floor close to the bottom, arms alongside the body, draw the shoulder blades down the back, ground down through the feet, lift the hips up, interlock the fingers, draw the elbows in, and shoulder blades closer together and down. Lifting the hips, feeling a stretch to the quads. Soften the jaw, soften the breath. Grounding through the feet and the shoulders, the triceps, to get height. The knees are parallel to the hips. We'll release the hands and the arms out to the side, just a little bit, so we can release back down to the floor. And now we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. The arms are still alongside the body. We're going to press up through the left foot and lift the hips up and open the right knee out to the side, keeping the hips level. And you can choose which arm variation you like, whether it's to interlock the fingers or keep the hands pressing into the floor. Open the right knee, right hip as you lift and press through the left foot. Shoulders away from the ears. Chest lifting, hips lifting. And gently lowering back down. And we change. Thank God we're not Hindu gods and goddesses and we have more arms and legs. Luckily we've only got two sides. Ground through the right foot. Press. And come up. Open the left hip and knee. Keep the weight equal through the right foot. Ground down through the shoulders, the triceps. Lift the chest, lift the hips. Work with the breath. Work with engaging the muscles in the right leg. And slowly coming down. Relax the shoulders. And we'll bring both legs up towards the ceiling. And start to circle the ankles. Change direction. Back to neutral and start to shake the legs a little bit, like jelly on a plate. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Shake, shake, shake. You can shake both at the same time or one at a time, getting a ricochet. Increasing circulation, blood flow, gentle inversion. Bend the knees, hands underneath the knees. I think everyone's got two mats, so we'll start to rock backwards and forwards a few times, seeing how that feels on the spine. Going to massage, allow the back to round. And next time the legs come overhead, see if you can hold them there. So maybe the feet come towards the floor. We can wrap the hands around the back of the legs. So we're resting on the shoulders. And gently bend the knees and rounding and coming up to sit. So I was in a workshop last summer where we would go from, it was wild. We were going rocking back and then straight into Paschimottanasana and back. And I don't know, 100 times. Quite wild. Linda, I think you might have been there. Remember? I think you were. Missed that. She was in Savasana. Okay. Bring the soles of the feet together now. Draw the flesh back and out on the buttocks. And you can take hold of the front of the shins, the front of the feet, or you can even have the hands behind you
And we're going to hinge forward from the hips and get a stretch into the inner thigh if we haven't stretched it enough already. Relax your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. So relax your shoulders down. Relax the shoulders. That's going to be like, I'm going to repeat that 5-6 times. Relax the shoulders. Drop the shoulders. Have your hands wherever you like, whether in front, on the floor, on the feet. The elbows could come to the inner calves to help release. Let the back ground a little bit soften into the position. Feel that we're hinging from the hips. And coming to wherever feels comfortable for you, where we're getting a stretch into the inner thigh. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that you're sending the sit bones back behind you to move further forwards. So movement doesn't come from the back, it comes from the pelvis. And gently releasing, coming up. Good. We're going to lie down for Yoga Nidra. Cover yourself in a blanket. So in every interval yoga class, we like to work on moving the body in each direction. So in a traditional class, it would be in a different format, but we did get a twist, a forward bend, backward bend, inversion, but we worked on the hips specifically in this class. If you feel that you need to have the knees bent, then do so to release the back. Listening to your body and making any adjustments that you need. We're going to do Seekne Savasana, where we spread the fingers, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs, spread the toes, open the mouth, stretch out the tongue, raise the eyebrows, and relax. And we're going to squeeze and contract all the muscles in the body, the legs, the buttocks, the arms, the face. Lift everything a few inches off the floor, squeeze and hold. And relax. And then lengthen one more time. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, stretch out the tongue, raise the eyebrows. And relax. And feeling the back of the body supported by the floor.
feel the feet and legs relaxed. The hips and the pelvis relaxed. The belly and the abdominal organs relaxed. The solar plexus, rib cage, heart and lungs relax. The spine and the back relaxed. The hands, arms and shoulders relaxed. The neck, cheeks and jaw, lips relaxed. The eyes, eyelids, eye sockets, brain relaxed. And temples and ears, forehead relaxed. The sides, back and top of the head relaxed. Feel a softening in your entire system, where you can rest and bathe into this yoga nidra. Observing the gentle flow of the breath as it moves in and out. Observing the quality of the mind, and if any thoughts are drifting in and out, seeing if you can remain the observer. Drawing the awareness to the sensation of relaxation, softness, self-love and peace pervading your entire system. Your physical, mental and emotional aspects of yourself. Feel them all being bathed in this relaxation. Gently drawing the awareness back to the senses. Start to deepen the flow of the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Giving the body a good stretch. Bend the knees, roll to one side. Thanking yourself for making this time for you. And coming up to a seated position. Find length up through the spine. A softening in the shoulders and the face. If you need some height underneath your hips, you can always fold your mat or roll your mat or pop a cushion or something underneath your hips to get length up through the spine. We'll do Kapalabhati. And as we practice Kapalabhati, instead of focusing on the nostrils so much, we'll focus on the throat area. So we almost feel like we're exhaling through the throat. So the sound is in the throat instead of in the nose. So it's a gentle constriction that kind of creates like an ujjayi sensation. And see if you can get that sensation, and if you can't, don't worry, just do what you normally do. We'll exhale fully, inhale partially, and begin. We'll start slow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, relax the breath. So I don't know if it feels helpful to imagine that you had two little air passages that were open, like a second nose in the throat area, so that we're working with, and this helps to create sort of this ujjayi effect where we gently constrict. So we visualize the breath moving in and out through the space. Now inhale fully, exhale fully, inhale partially, and begin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale fully. And relax the breath. So by doing this practice and focusing more on the throat and doing through an Ujjayi breath, we're just changing the point of focus and also slowing the breath down so there's a different intention into the practice. We exhale, inhale partially, and third round. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale with control. Relax the breath. And we'll start to take slow, deep in and exhalations. Without force or strain. Start to consciously lengthen exhalation to inhalation. Feel a softening in the face and jaw. And you may feel that you want to practice Ujjayi, where you feel the sensation of constriction in the throat as you breathe in and out. So it creates this gentle hissing sensation in the throat. And with each inhalation, start to draw in the quality of gratitude. And with each exhalation, love out to the entire creation. Or any other quality that you'd like to share with the world. After your next exhalation, soften the breath. And become witness to the body, the mind. And without judgment, observing how the mind is. Acknowledging if there's anything on the mind. And also enjoying if it feels quiet and still. We'll close with the closing chant. You can do them together. Sato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire creation be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Thank you.
Thank you.